Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, myself Professor Uday Bhokre and now I am welcoming you on your own YouTube channel Ekeeda. Hope you are watching my videos regularly and getting benefit from it. Friends, today we are going to learn for CA Intercourse Advanced Accountancy subject, topic name Internal Reconstruction, question number 3, which is on your screen. Friends, let's read the question. Repair Limited is in the hands of receiver for debenture holders who hold a charge on all assets except uncalled capital. So your company is now in the state of liquidation. Your liquidator of debenture holder have taken a charge of your company. Now here I need to go ahead with the following statement shows position as regard to creditors. Position as regard to creditors on 30th June 2000 X1. Friends, it is a position as regard to creditors. In your liquidation topic, you must have learned that liquidator need to prepare a statement of affairs. So this shows that a statement of affairs of liquidator where they are mentioning that this is what the assets which are likely to realize, this is our liability and how much is the deficiency. It is not the balance sheet. Let me tell you, these are the assets which are likely to realize. These are the liabilities to be settled and they are saying that there is a deficiency of 7,50,000. That means it is not a proper balance sheet. Let's read that. 6,000 shares of rupees 60, 30 per share paid. Amount is 3 lakhs given. Gross amount. Because uncalled capital here they have written on the opposite side. So I can say paid up capital will be 1,80,000 only. That is 6,000 into 30. 6,000 shares of 60 each, 30 paid up. First debenture 3 lakhs, second debenture 6 lakhs, unsecured trade payable are 4,50,000. Property, machinery and plant etc. having a cost of 3,90,000 estimated at 1,50,000. Cash in hand in the receiver 2,70,000. Cash in hand of receiver 2,70,000. Charged under debenture holders, uncalled capital is 1,80,000. So how much total cash is available for debenture holders? 6 lakhs. But your deficiency is 750 because these are your dues. So basically it is not the balance sheet. I need to draw a proper balance sheet to decide the real picture of the company. A hold first debenture of rupees 3 lakhs and second debenture for rupees 3 lakhs. He also an unsecured creditor for rupees 90,000. B holds second debenture for rupees 3 lakhs and an unsecured trade payable for rupees 60,000. So they gave you there are two major parties A and B. A holds first debenture, second debenture and he is unsecured creditor. Similarly, B holds second debenture for 3 lakhs and unsecured trade payable amount is rupees 60,000. These are the dues of the respective parties. If you can notice clearly, first debentures are entirely held by A. Second debentures are held by A and B both. Unsecured trade payable have A, B and others. A is unsecured creditor for rupees 90,000. B is unsecured creditor for rupees 60,000. So A 90,000. B 60,000. So can I say other will be 3 lakhs? Why sir? Total amount is 450. Let's see the next information. The following scheme of reconstruction is proposed. A to cancel 2,10,000 of his total debt owing to him to bring 30,000 in cash. So he is cancelling 210 and plus he is bringing 30,000 cash. Means I can say additional loan is taken from A. Let us see what happened further. And to take first debenture in cancellation of those already issued to him for rupees 5,10,000 in satisfaction of all his claim. Right? So they are saying A will cancel his claim of rupees 2,10,000 of a total debt. He also give you 30,000 in cash. And to take first debenture, now he is taking a new debenture in place of old one in cancellation of those already issued to him for rupees 5,10,000 in satisfaction of all his claim. Friends, when we write the entry, you will understand this correctly. Right now, it might not be so clear in your mind, but when we solve the question, it will be clear. B is to accept 90,000 rupees in cash in satisfaction of all his claim. तो B का जो भी ड्यूज है हम लोगों ने 90,000 दिया है, remaining amount we will transfer to the capital reduction account. In full settlement of 75% of the claim, unsecured creditors other than A and B agree to accept 4 shares of 7.50 each, fully paid against their claim for each rupees 60. The balance 25% is to be postponed and to be payable at the end of 3 years from the date of court's approval to the scheme. So they are saying they are settled to the extent of 75%. The nominal share capital to be increased accordingly. Uncalled capital is to be called up in full and 52.50 per share is cancelled. So whatever is your uncalled capital, right now your shares are only 30 paid out of 60. So we will make it 60 paid and thereafter we will cancel 52.50 per share uncalled capital to be called up in full. You can notice in your balance sheet your shares are 30 rupees paid, face value is 60. If you make a further call of 30, it will be 60 rupees. They are saying 52.50 per share is cancelled, thus making the shares of 7.50 each. Fine. Assuming that scheme is duly approved by all parties interested and by court give necessary journal entries. They are just asking you journal entries. They are not asking you anything further. My suggestion would be, before you proceed with this, firstly you should know what is the debit balance of P&L account before you begin with your scheme. So we will prepare a rough balance sheet, or I can say memorandum balance sheet, and with the help of which we will decide what is debit balance of P&L account standing as on the current date. Let us prepare that memorandum balance sheet working note. Friends, I am ready with this format of balance sheet. Here I am trying to find out what is debit balance of P&L account. We will find a difference on the asset side which will be a debit balance of P&L account. Let us write the details. They are saying 6,000 equity shares or shares of 60 rupees 30 paid up. So can I say 1,80,000? Thereafter, now I need to write other liabilities. Friends, you can notice first debenture, second debenture, unsecured, trade payable. I will note down all these three. Friends, I have noted liabilities. On asset side, I will record book values of the assets and not realizable worth. Property, machinery and plant cost is given 390. Realizable worth is 150. We are going to consider only 3,90,000, which is your book value. Cash in hand of the receiver, for us it is cash in hand, amount is 2,70,000. Further things, uncalled capital etc. I need not to write because it is from the point of view of that receiver. For us these are only the assets, property and of course cash. So let me write. Friends, I noted liabilities and assets at their respective book values, not realizable values. Now when I close this balance sheet, I can see that liability side is more than asset side and I will get some balance on the asset side which is debit balance of P&L account. So friends, I am closing the balance sheet now. You can notice on asset side there is a difference of 8,70,000 and we can conclude that it must be a debit balance of P&L account. Friends, it is the balance sheet before your internal reconstruction. Now we can pass all entries what they have asked. Of course, wherever required, we'll prepare working notes. Friends, we are ready with our journal. Now let's read the question and decide what entries we can pass. They are saying A hold first debenture of rupees 3 lakhs, take second debenture of rupees 3 lakhs. He is an unsecured creditor for rupees 90,000. These are the dues of A. What they are talking relating to A, let us see. A is to cancel 2,10,000 of the total debt owing to him. First we will decide how much amount is owing to him. Then we will cancel 2,10,000 plus to bring 30,000 in cash. वो cash कितना लेके आएगा आपके लिए 30,000. So he will bring a cash of rupees 30,000. And then to take first debenture in cancellation of those already issued to him for rupees 5,10,000 in satisfaction of all his claim. We'll go very step by step. Slowly, firstly we decide what is his debt. We'll decide what is his debt. These are the debts of A. Now I will close individual account of first debenture, second debenture, creditors, and we will transfer it to A's account. Let us make the entry. Friends, we have recorded the entry. First debenture account, second debenture account debit, unsecured creditors account debit to A's account. What I did, being the amount due to A transferred to his personal account. Now we are going to settle A. So amount due to A is transferred to his personal account. Now let us read the information further. A is to cancel 2,10,000 of his total debt owing to him. So we will cancel A's account to the extent of rupees 2,10,000. Friends, I have passed the entry. A's account debit to capital reduction account being part D of A is cancelled. Let's read the next statement. A is to cancel 2,10,000 of his total debt owing to him and to bring 30,000 cash. तो वो आगे आपको 30,000 का कैश लेके आ रहा है. तो I will pass the entry cash or bank account debit to A's account. कैश और बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू A's account being cash brought in by A. A ने कैश लेके आया. Now what they are saying further? A is to cancel 2,10,000 of total debt owing to him and to bring 30,000 in cash and to take first debenture. Now he is taking first debenture in cancellation of those already issued to him for rupees 5,10,000 in satisfaction of all his claims. So he is taking new debenture. He is taking new debenture. They are first debenture. Amount is 5,10,000. Let us see how much amount is due to A first. Friends, you can notice 6,90,000 is credited, 30,000 is also credited to A and debit is given only 2,10,000. Let us find out the net amount. Net amount payable to A is 5,10,000 and now we are discharging this with the help of new first debenture. So our entry will be A's account debit to new first debentures account. Friends, you can notice this entry A's account debit to first debentures new account 5,10,000 being new first debentures issued to A in full settlement. In this way A's account is closed and in place of that new account which has taken place is 5,10,000 new debentures. In this way we have settled Mr. A. Now let us see further. B is to accept rupees 90,000 in cash in satisfaction of all claims by him. Firstly, I need to find out how much amount is due to B and then we will decide how much amount is to be cancelled because he is paid 90,000 in cash in full settlement. So we will do the another entry. उसका जो भी dues है उसके personal account में credit करेंगे. Let me show you that in your question. B holds second debentures 3 lakhs and he is unsecured trade payable of rupees 60,000. So total due to him is 3,60,000. So my entry will be second debenture account debit, unsecured trade payable account debit to B's account, and then we will do the entry for settlement with the cash of 90,000. So let's go for the journal entries. Friends, our entry is second debenture account debit, unsecured creditors account debit to B's account, being amount due to be transferred to his personal account. Sir, why we transferred? Because now we are settling B also. We are paying him 90,000 in cash in full settlement. So my entry will be reverse. B's account debit to cash account or cash or bank account, and whatever is remaining amount I will transfer to the capital reduction. Let's pass the entry. Friends, you can notice the entry B's account debit to cash or bank account for the amount paid. For the amount which we have not paid, which is our saving, that we have transferred to capital reduction account, which is a balancing figure here. In this way, we have settled Mr. B. Let us see the next. In full settlement of 75% of their claim, unsecured creditors other than A and B. Let me show the balance sheet first to you. Rather, earlier their statement they have mentioned. Friends, you can notice here unsecured trade payable, which is unsecured creditors, include A, B and other. Others ka due is 3 lakhs. I am talking about this now. Let us go back to the statements now. Let us go back to the adjustment. In full settlement of 75% of their claim, unsecured creditors other than A and B. Other than A and B, it will be 3 lakhs. Agreed to accept 4 shares of 7.50 each. Fully paid again their claim for each share of rupees 60. तो उनके 60 रुपए के सामने दे वेयर पेड 4 shares of 7.50 each. The balance 25% is to be postponed and to be payable at the end of 3 years from the date of court's approval of the scheme. The nominal share capital is to be increased accordingly. We will see that. Firstly, I need to prepare a working note to make you aware how it will be presented. Let us have a working note: settlement of other unsecured creditors. Friends, now we are continuing with the working note: calculation of settlement of other unsecured creditors. Let me write firstly what are your total unsecured creditors. It was 4,50,000 as per the balance sheet. From that I will minus amount due to A, this amount is included here in 4,50,000. Amount due to A 90,000 and amount due to B was 60,000. So I will note down. Therefore, your other creditors are 3 lakhs. Now let us read the question again. In full settlement of 75% of the claim, now we are settling only 75%. Remaining 25% is to be postponed. That means it will be paid later on. Fine. Let us divide this 3 lakhs in two parts: 75% and 25%. Friends, we have divided this 3 lakhs in two parts: settled and postponed. Settled is 75%, postponed is 25%. So we are settling this 2,25,000. Now sir, how we have settled? Let us read that. In full settlement of 75% of the claim, unsecured creditors other than A and B agreed to accept 4 shares of 7.50 each, fully paid against their claim for rupees 60. एक 60 rupees के लिए they have been given how many shares? 4 shares of 7.5. So let us write it properly. In order to settle rupees 60, how many shares were given? 4 shares. I need to settle how much amount here? Rupees 2,25,000. So how many shares do I need to issue them? I need to do a cross multiplication to get the total number of shares to be issued to them. They will be given 15,000 shares. So amount which is paid by way of shares, amount which is settled by way of shares, rather amount of shares which are given in settlement of 2,25,000 is 15,000 multiplied by 7.5. So we paid 1,12,500 equity shares. So you can notice, student, in order to settle 2,25,000, we are giving shares worth rupees 1,12,500. So goes without saying, worth of the shares issued, amount of shares issued is 1,12,500. Therefore, saving which is transferred to capital reduction is equal to 2,25,000 minus 1,12,500, which is 1,12,500. So this will transfer to capital reduction. So let us decide what will be our entry. Our entry will be creditors or unsecured creditors account debit 2,25,000, equity share capital account credit 1,12,500, and capital reduction account credit 1,12,500. So my entry is ready for this. So let us go back to the entry. Friends, we are ready with the entry. Unsecured creditors account debit 2,25,000. To equity share capital 11 to 500 and to capital reduction account credit 11 to 500. Being part settlement of the creditors by issue of shares. Let me take back to your वर्किंग नोट अगेन. एक बार वर्किंग नोट वापस देख लो. ये आपने डिसाइड किया था और उसका सेकेंड पार्ट क्या था, लेट अस चेक आउट. You can notice remaining 25% is postponed and it is to be paid after 3 years. So if I am saying that I will pay you after 3 years, so can't I say it is a loan? It is not normal creditor now. It is going to be settled after 3 years. It become a long-term liability. So I will transfer it to the loan. So my entry will be unsecured creditors account debit to loan account. To which account? To loan account. Let us pass the entry. Friends, you can notice our entry unsecured creditors account debit to loan account. Being balance amount of unsecured creditors converted into loan, because now we are going to pay them after 3 years. So it will not be a normal creditor. It will be a long-term liability for you, which will be shown in your balance sheet. Let us see the next information. Uncalled capital is to be called up in full. Firstly, uncalled capital. Which uncalled capital we are talking about? I will show you my balance sheet which I have prepared earlier. Friends, you can check out. Earlier we were having 60,000 equity shares of 60, 30 paid. That means further call of 30 rupees can be done. They are talking about this. So this uncalled capital is called up in full. Let us firstly understand what will be our entry. Share final call account debit to equity share capital account. So in this way we will collect 1,80,000, right? So let us see what next is to be given or next to be done. And 52.50 per share is cancelled, thus making the share of rupees 7.50 each. Now 60 rupees fully paid up share is now reduced to 7.50 each. So old capital is 60, new capital is 7.5. The difference we will transfer to the capital reduction account. So in this way our conversion entry, rather capital reduction entry, will be passed. So let us do entry number 1 for making a call, entry number 2 for collecting the call, and last entry for reducing the capital. So step by step we will do the entries. Let us go ahead. Friends, it is an entry for making a call. Share final call account debit to equity share capital account on 6,000 shares at the rate of 30 comes to 1,80,000. So we made the call. Next step is we will receive the call. So let us pass entry number 10 for that. So friends, your entry is bank account debit to share final call. So we collected the final call money on equity shares. What they are saying, these shares of rupees 60 each, now they are fully paid. They are converted or they are reduced to rupees 7.50 each. So we are cancelling 52.50. So we'll pass the entry for cancellation of capital, reduction of capital. So my entry will be old capital account debit to new capital, and the difference we will transfer to capital reduction account. So let's do the entry. Friends, you can notice the entry. Equity share capital rupees 60 account debit 3,60,000, 6,000 shares of 60 each. To equity share capital rupees 7.50 account credit, that is 6,000 into 7.50, and to capital reduction account also credit, which is a balancing figure 3,15,000. Now let us see further. Friends, you are likely to make a mistake here, but reason is that after this also you have to keep in the mind that there is a debit balance of PN account which should have been written off to the extent possible. So I need to prepare a small working note for capital reduction account to decide how much funds are available, and with the help of that I will decide how much amount of PN account can be written off. So let us prepare a small working note for capital reduction account. Friends, we are preparing working note for capital reduction account to decide how much funds are available out of the scheme so that I can write off my debit balance of PL account. For this purpose I have prepared the capital reduction account, but it is not asked by the question. Question is not asking you to prepare it. So it is only a rough work. It is only a working note to assist us. So I am not writing all details in the account, but I will write all amounts which are affected. But we will write all amounts which affected capital reduction account on debit side or on credit side. So let us note down that. One by one we will record all entries here. Friends, you can notice entry number 1 capital reduction account is not there. Entry number 2 capital reduction account is credited with rupees 2,10,000. Entry number 3 capital reduction account is not there. Entry number 4 capital reduction account is not there. Entry number 5 capital reduction account is not there. Entry number 6 capital reduction account is credited with rupees 2,70,000. So entry number 6 capital reduction account is credited with rupees 2,70,000. Let's see the next. Entry number 7 capital reduction account is again credited with rupees 112,500. So it is credited. Let us see further entries. Entry number 8 capital reduction account is not there, so let us ignore that. Entry number 9 capital reduction account is not there. 10 capital reduction account is not there. 11 capital reduction account is credited with rupees 3,15,000. Friends, we have credited capital reduction account with total amount of 907,500. It is not yet debited. So can I say I have a surplus of 9,07,500? This surplus we will utilize to write off debit balance of PL account, and if there is any further excess, that will be transferred to capital reserve. Let us divide it. PL account में कितना जाएगा स्टूडेंट? 8,70,000. So what is remaining? 37,500. That will be transferred to which account? Capital reserve. 37,500. So in this way we have utilized the surplus of capital reduction account. So entry will be capital reduction account debit to P&L and to capital reserve. Friends, you can see this entry. Capital reduction account debit 907,500 as per our working note. To PL account, it was a debit balance of PL account as per our first working note. We have done that and we have prepared the balance sheet. You remember that. Let me show you that also. I am talking about this debit balance of PL account which is written off. Friends, surplus thereafter we have transferred to capital reserve because it is not your regular event. Any surplus arising from this we will transfer to capital reserve. being surplus of the scheme used to write off P&L account fully and balance fund transfer to capital reserve account. In this way we have completed this question, which is very easy question, but only thing, take care of this shares issued for creditor settlement. That working is very important in this example. Otherwise, one more thing is important, that they have not given you the actual balance sheet, they have given you a statement prepared by the receiver of the debenture holder. ये भी नहीं है, so this question is new in that way. Question is very short, very small, but there are so many things to learn in this question. Friends, before you go to the exam, my request you please go through this question. This will help you. Thank you for watching the video, and before I close the video, I request you to subscribe our channel Ekeeda. Also press bell icon for your latest notification, and yes, please do share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefit from this. Thank you for watching the video, student. God bless you.